I'm Ellen McCauley, and I'm in Syracuse, New York, and I know we're tired. I know life is tough. I know we all have problems. But why do we eat when we're not hungry? Because of those things? Because it's a habit, and because it's our job to eat when we're not hungry? Why? Well, we're going to talk not only about eating when we're not hungry, we're also going to talk about perseverance. Perseverance. A bell rings, a dog drools. It's called Pavlov's response. Are we dogs? Do we say, you drive by Gannon's ice cream, you start drooling, all of a sudden the little directions on, you're pulling into the lot, and then you say, Ellen, it's good weather, I have to have my ice cream cone. Every day? We are not dogs. We do not have to hear those little bells ringing and start salivating. Another thing that we find we do is we eat when others eat. You go to a party, everyone's laying on the grub. It gives you permission. Lay on the grub. You go out to dinner with your girlfriends, your guy friends, your family. They're getting the veal parmesan, the blue cheese, the garlic bread. And you're like, bring on the appetizers, let's go. We need to say, I'm going to eat what I want to eat. If you go out with people, they eat more. Do you have to eat more? It's called peer-induced overeating. A study found that if you go out, women go out with a man, let's say not like a handsome man who happens to be a friend of the group, they eat less. Women eat less when they're on a date with a handsome man, they eat less when there's a man involved, but once they get married, it's like they tend to weigh more and they start eating whatever they want to eat. Sorry guys, it's just the way it is. We also have friends. Do you have friends that say, hey, let's go for a walk? Or do you have friends that say, hey, let's go to Dunkin' Donuts, I got a coupon? We need to have friends that maybe do both. That say, hey, let's go for a walk, and then maybe we can go to Panera Bread and have a salad. Are you the kind of person that as long as there's food in front of you, you'll keep eating? Pick. Oh, I'm not going to have that brownie. Oh, no. Maybe I'll just have a bite. Just a bite. And then the next thing you know, you're over there with your fork, just a little bit more. And then you're so precise about it, just shaving off the edge of that brownie. Next thing you know, oops, it's all gone. Are you that kind of eater? Are you a tea? You know what? I see beautiful logs. I see like Kashi cereal with blueberries and almond milk. I see a whole grain wrap with turkey, blueberries in a dish. I see swordfish, broccoli, and cauliflower. Beautiful. And then I see 5 chocolate chip cookies, ice cream cone, brownie. It's like your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and you're right on. And then all of a sudden, it's like, I had a bad day. I'm tired. You know, it was just there. If you could just remove that, take the white out and go, okay, I'm mentally whiting out the 5 brownies. And then here's something else people do, and it amazes me, their honesty. They'll say, 14 chocolate chip cookies. And then I said to this person, are those little like fry hopper ones? They're like, oh no, these were the big ones. I'm not talking the little ones, man, these were hopper. And I go, and you had 14? They go, well, you told me to be honest. Yes, I said be honest. But there's reasons. Why are we having 14? Here's why. I'll tell you why, everybody. Because life is tough. Work is tough. Work is tough. Life is tough. And we reward ourselves with the food. We're like, I'm so tired. Let's have pizza. I'm so weak. Oh, this happens. That happens. We need to get away from that, even if we only do it once a week. This is where I'm trying to get people to stop. You want to reward yourself with comfort food, do it on Friday. Also TV. Really, pick a day. Pick one day. Pick Friday. Don't pick Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And it's Mother's Day. And you're like, well, I'm a mother. I should have whatever I want. If you have whatever you want on Mother's Day, don't be eating pizza on Wednesday night. You have to cut back. Here's something that gets a lot of people in trouble, TV. This week, starting tonight, till next Thursday, I want everyone to honestly say how many hours of TV you watch. Now, if you're watching an hour of TV and you're on your exercise bicycle and you're riding that bike the whole hour, do not write that hour down. If you're watching TV and you're on your treadmill the whole hour, do not write that hour down. If you're watching TV and you've got the plastic bands or weights and you're doing it the whole hour, do not write that hour down. But if you're watching TV and you're doing nothing, write that hour down. I want to see how many hours of TV viewing we're doing. One of the things that Bob and I have done is we watch nothing live. Nothing. Everything we watch is taped on the DVR. Everything. Jeopardy, you name it. Jeopardy's a 17-minute show. 17 minutes. And it's so good this week. It's a Tournament of Champions. I love it. Anyway, we tape it. If you're watching Jeopardy, fine. But if you're just sitting there watching inane shows over and over, and then you say, I think I'm hungry, that gets you in trouble. Keep track. And we don't even get hungry when we watch the commercials. You know why? We don't watch commercials. I think the DVR should take them out automatically, but unfortunately they don't. Successful dieters tend to watch far less television. People, 5,000 people who've kept off at least 30 pounds average fewer than 10 hours of TV a week. Bob and I did it. We watched less than 10 hours. Now, I'm not talking go to the movies. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about sitting in front watching the TV. Also, why not exercise during your TV time? Is there someone in your family room going, what are you doing? You can't exercise when you watch TV. Has anyone ever said that to you? There's no one preventing you from exercising when you're watching TV? Then why don't we? Why don't you stand up and do the Ellen dance? Let's go. Let's go. Let's watch Jeopardy. Go get him, Alex. Here, I'm moving. You can watch and do it. Here's something else that gets people in trouble, and many people in the group. You have a 100-calorie snack pack. It tastes so good. Or you're just so bored or comforting, you have 2. Then, next thing you know, 3. If you have 5 100-calorie snack packs, what is that? 500 calories! People get in trouble because they're eating too much of low-calorie things. One of the things, too, is portion size. I see a lot of people who think they're making a healthy decision. If you're eating a piece of fish and it is so salty that you can taste that salt, you're going to retain fluids. You need to watch that sodium. You're going to have to watch the blue cheese dressing. You're going to have to watch the crumbly blue. You need to look at all the external factors that are making you eat when you're not hungry. I think one of the first things everyone needs to do is have a planned breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and no snacks. You will survive. Or fruit, or an apple. If you go to Panera Bread, they offer you a baguette or what, everyone? Apple. Guess how many people in the group went to Panera Bread last week? Not this week, but the week before. Maybe 6. No one had the apple. And you'll look at your logs I wrote, they give apples at Panera Bread. You don't have to hold up your hand, you know who you are. I'm going to stop right there, Bob.